Don't have my whatchamacallit in here. Greetings. Greetings, greetings, great rising. Grand rising, great rising. Peace, everyone. Peace, peace, peace. Ooh. Greetings, greetings, greetings. All right. Might be on a million things at one time. Grand rising, grand rising. Hey, y'all. I'm just jumping on here real quick before the week get too far ahead of me. I wanted to build on the healing process. Where's Isis? She over there eating. She conned me out of some food. I didn't know that somebody had already fed her. So she was acting like she was about to starve. So I gave her some food. She over there chowing down like she ain't ate. She conned me out of some food. Grand rising. Grand rising. Peace, beloved. Hey, y'all. There's been so much on my mind lately, y'all. I need to start writing stuff down so I remember. She's still living. The hawk ain't get her today. The hawk ain't got her today. The biggest thing that I've been thinking about lately, and I think I've been talking about this with a lot of different people, not just in my inbox, but also in my personal life, is the healing process, this healing journey. This healing journey. It's an interesting one. And I just told, someone this morning, I was like, it's amazing sometimes because we spend majority of our life in a space that is conditioned, in a space that we are operating not connected to our higher self. So when we decide to get on this journey, the spiritual journey, we tend to think that it's supposed to happen overnight. You tend to think that all of a sudden you're going to sit in this position and, meditation, you're going to be able to meditate automatically. You're going to be able to, become vegan automatically. Whatever your dynamic is, you're going to be able to hear spirits. It's like, I've been sitting at my altar and I'm burning candles and I done asked spirit to reveal themselves and they still ain't came. You just spent at least 15 years of your life, 20 years of your life being disconnected from spirit, being disconnected from your higher self. So why would you think that it's going to pop overnight? Why would you think that all of this will happen overnight when everything that is worth something to us requires what? Time, discipline, work, and effort, commitment. I actually was telling my mate this morning, I said, how we expect that this is going to happen overnight, but we can't get a six-pack over? Well, technically you can go to the little damn medical people, but they still not going to give you a six-pack overnight. It still take time. It's a process. So no matter what it is, it's a process. You have to work for this. I can't, if I want this summer fine body, summertime fine, right, Leslie, is like, I'm going to have to work for that. Even if you do hire a plastic surgeon, it takes time, it takes a process. And then on top of that, you got to maintain it. I done had plenty of clients when I was doing clothes that would do surgery, and then they didn't maintain what they had done. Now a year later, you mad because you looking like a Oompa Loompa. Why you mad? You didn't maintain it. Now you got to go pay him some more money. So understand that you trust the journey, trust the process. Know that it's a process, that it requires for you to be consistent. It requires for you to be in a space that you're being patient with yourself, that you're being patient with the journey. Man, food is the #1 drug. People don't even know it. That's why it's so hard to get us to be healthy. We have to be patient with this. It's a process. I've been on this journey for a long damn time. I've been on it for a long damn time, and I still fuck up. Even though I say it ain't no mistake. But I still make choices that I be like, was that a choice that came from your higher self? Oh no, that don't seem like it. That don't seem like that was a higher self moment. Still, I have plenty of people in my circle that I still like, you know, see them make mistakes, per se. You know? So it's a process. It's not something that you are going to just walk into. This is not something that you can just expect to magically appear for you. I don't give a damn when you woke up. I don't care if you woke up when you was 20 or when you woke up, if you woke up when you was 55. I got students that are 60 plus years old. Listen, I have students that are 60 plus years old. I have had students that are professors in college. I have had students that have medical degrees. This is not something that you just wake up and it's like, oh, no. It ain't no damn magical voice that's getting ready to come out the sky. You ain't gonna automatically just start glowing and shit like you got that glow, like you know you are the master on some Bruce Leroy shit. No, it don't happen like that. Even if we look at that movie, it took him a minute to really grasp the concept that he was the master. It took a minute for him to grasp who he was. So it's a process. Take time. Enjoy it. Embrace it. Make sure that you have an amazing perspective. That is going to be the key part. Operate in compassion. I can't say that enough. Operate in compassion. Okay? Operate in forgiveness. Not only for yourself, but for other people. And sometimes it's hard because we come from dysfunction on so many levels. We come from dysfunction on so many levels. Okay? And because we come from that dysfunction on so many levels, it definitely requires patience. Okay? You got those parents that probably didn't do what you expected them to do. And you wouldn't even know no better. That's be the funny part. Especially with American children. Like, American children, I feel like we are way more spoiled. So we have a move, Isis. we have a different perception. But if you pull that child that's in Africa, or you pull that child out of Haiti, their expectation of what their parents were supposed to do and their expectation on who their parent is compared to our expectation, something different. Be something different. We have to start to reevaluate that and really understand. That part, I don't know if that's a 1B or LB. LB, that part. Sometimes life will give you the same cycle as your parents or your grandparents. Listen, be patient. I can't say it enough. Operate in compassion for everyone that you feel that has done something against you. Because a lot of times we hold a lot of pain and energy and blame against people who we feel have wronged us. And the reality is they are just as broken as we are. The reality. Sometimes more. Sometimes more. And then I hear that, well, just because they had a fucked up life don't mean that they had to fuck up my life. Well, I don't. Because you walk around fucking up people's lives. Let's be real. I'm just saying. Let's be real. Like, we are quick to judge others like we are completely innocent. Like we ain't did some old foul stuff. That we ain't make some moves that was questionable. That you haven't walked in some things that was not in alignment with your integrity. Because I know y'all ain't out here acting like y'all sweet baby Jesus with the blue eyes. I'm just saying. Quit playing. We also have to keep in mind, and I always say this, and I always go back to it, that we manifest the actions that one gives us. Absolutely. That part. Like I posted, I don't think I posted it on this page, but I'm going to post it on, how our relationship with ourselves gives us a reflection of how people treat us. The relationship we have with other people. If you don't have an amazing, beautiful, loving, unconditional relationship with yourself, what do you expect to come back to you? You can't commit to yourself. What do you expect to come back to you? You don't even want to be disciplined to your own rules and regulations for yourself. But y'all be wanting to have all these other people follow these rules and regulations. You put all these demands. You can't even stay disciplined to doing meditation every day. The hell? I'm just saying. So in this process, like I said, let's deal with truth. I've been on that heavy this week. Let's deal with our truth. Let's deal with honesty. Let's deal with reality. And the aspect of we are not operating in our godlike energy. We are not operating in our highest self. We are looking at our highest self as a destination that you got to get to when it's already within us. It's already here. It's already here. You ain't got to go nowhere. You ain't got to go nowhere. People travel the whole world trying to find themselves when it's already within you. Where you going? That part. Man, listen. Or even on top of that, it's like we be expecting people to do shit that we won't even do. Be very intentional. Be very intentional. Be very still so y'all can listen. Because a lot of times we're not listening. We just moving. And that's what we've been taught. Constantly be moving. Constantly moving. We either moving physically or we moving mentally. We ain't sitting still enough to really digest what's happening. No matter what it is. You lose a mate. Okay, let's really sit back and reevaluate. Why did this situation happen? You lose your job. Let's sit back and reevaluate. Why did this situation happen? You lose faith. Let's sit back and reevaluate. Why are you in that position? And I'm not talking about faith in a mystery. I'm talking about faith in what is already divinely yours. What is divinely yours? It's interesting because I'm talking about this, and while I was shuffling, we have all water cards that came up, which is emotion. All water cards came up. Baba water, which is the father of emotions. Aya water, it's the feminine attribute of emotions. Ace of water. And this is all about perspective. Because emotions can be tricky. We can either let emotions take us on a whirlwind, take us down that yellow brick road. Okay? But how are you processing them? How are you processing them? Are you processing these emotions like they are negative? Or are you processing them in a positive manner? How are you handling these dynamics? Yes, thank you. How? Because if you process this particular reading the right way, it would lead to celebrations. If you process this the wrong way, it's going to lead to you being depleted, hypersensitive. How are you processing it? Okay. Y'all have to understand the decisions that y'all make at this moment in time will reflect in years to come. Be very committed. Be very committed. You might not see it right now. You might not understand it right now. Be committed. Even if it's not on your radar, be committed. Commit to your growth. Commit to who you are. Peace, beloved. Commit to your journey. Understand that it was already written. Understand that things happen, whether we looked at them as being fucked up or a blessing. They happen for a reason. And because they are happening, they are putting us in alignment with what we are supposed to master in this particular lifetime. And you might not get it. You might not. I'm hoping that you pick up at least a couple of lessons. You might not master it. You might have to come back again because you didn't master it. But be prepared for that and learn as much as you can learn. Digest and soak in as much as you can digest and soak in. So when you do come back, it innately shows in who you are. That is that karmic access that comes and say, hey, I'm giving you the gift of knowledge. I'm giving you the gift of how to be a master alchemist. So when you experience this journey the next time around, you got some tools on your tool belt. You ain't coming in completely dumb, deaf, and blind. But that does not mean that you don't have to miss it this time around. You can grab it this time around too, beloved. You have to be disciplined. You have to create a routine and rituals in your life and an environment that's going to be conducive to your growth. Cut mugs off. Cut them off. They not in alignment with your damn higher self. Bye. It ain't that hard. Stop damn coddling these damn energy drainers. Stop coddling people who are trying to suck you dry. Stop coddling enablers. Cord cut, yes. Cord cut their ass. Surround yourself with positive energy. Surround yourself with people who are only striving to do what's in alignment with their higher self. It's not hard. We make it hard because we operate. And my mate hear me say this all the time. We operate in a space that is so earthly. I say that a lot. We operate in a space that's so attached and connected to this third dimension because this is the experience that we are striving to master. That part. 157 is hard because of ego. And that's where I'm going with that. The third dimension is all about ego. When you are so focused on mastering the third dimension, ego is a mug. It will have you effed up in the game. That ego will have you sitting there stuck on stupid like you just had some bad weed. Ego will have you messed up. But you have to learn how to transmute ego. You have to understand when to recognize this is an ego move. Like this. Soon as you realize, oh, that was ego. My bad. Let me rewind. Transmute that energy. Transmute when ego want to show up and show its ugly head. Transmute when ego want to get in an argument with somebody for no damn reason. Transmute when ego is saying, oh, go do this, and you knew you were supposed to do that. Take that energy and shift it. Because if you take the energy and shift it and use it for your benefit and use it to empower you, something different starts to happen. Something different starts to happen. Lord. AJ talking about he need his memory erased and start from scratch. No, you don't. It's the worst thing that we could do. A lot of times in our mind, we be feeling like, well, damn it, if I just could just start all the way over, which you can. You always can push the reset button, but the memories are there for a reason. What we've experienced in our past gave us so many lessons. We just have to know how to take the time to sit our ass down and reevaluate. Why did I keep getting in jacked up relationships? Why did I keep getting into situations that put myself in an environment that wasn't conducive to me? And be honest. Deal with your truth. This is a choice that you made to get in that predicament. So now what do? I'm gonna examine the root. We talked about this when I was talking about the relationships. I found myself getting into a pattern of relationships, picking the same type of dudes that needed me to heal them, that needed me to guide them, that needed me in a certain dynamic, that was in their own transition. I picked that. It wasn't because I didn't have options. I would sit there and I remember doing this in college so blatantly, and I remember the guy I was dating at the time, like, wanted to cuss me all the way out. I was sitting there dating a malpractice lawyer, or he was some sort of lawyer. Dating the lawyer. Met the broke art college student Went with the broke college student instead of dealing with the lawyer that was already trying to buy me cars and my own extra crib to have when I go to Atlanta. Why? And it always would be the excuse of chemistry. Thinking it was chemistry. That should have been a warning sign. That probably was a red flag waving. Like, nope, don't you take your ass over there. Learning. I had to reevaluate. Why am I picking the same dynamics? What is making me go into the same situations? What is making me feel that I have to be in relationships where I was needed instead of being in a relationship that that person can pull me up, that that person can add on to who I am? Take the time to reevaluate. Take the time to sit your ass still to say, what is this lesson here to teach me? Why did I have this experience? Not why is this happening to me? Why am I having this experience? So I can learn from it and use these tools moving forward. Because a lot of times that's what gets us put back in the same situations over and over. This is why we are repeating patterns. Because we don't take enough time to do our due diligence, to do some self-reflecting, some self-evaluation. We're too busy pointing the finger. Oh, it's because of this. My mama did this. My daddy did this. My teacher did that. My ex-husband did this. My ex-wife did that. And it got my life fucked up. No, you got your life fucked up. That's your shit. Take your bag back. Quit trying to leave your baggage on somebody else's door front. That ain't their shit. That's yours. And that's where we gotta be. A space of honesty. A space of integrity. What is your integrity? How are you walking in it? What are you doing to stay in it? What are we doing to deal with our own? Yes, own your shit. Ownership. Own your shit. And when we start to own it, it's such a beautiful thing. When we start to own it. Because now you're not mad at the same things no more. I can be honest. I was like, this year I had did something that I was mad at myself. I was like, come on, man. Come on. We done did too much work to be making same choices. And not seeing that this is a pattern. Come on now. You know better. Couldn't be mad at nobody else. You know better. Somebody's taking advantage of you. That ain't their fault. That's your fault. You left the gate open. Somebody treating you the way that you don't want to be treated. It's not their fault. It's your fault. You left the gate open. So you got to be in a space that you don't beat yourself up, but you be patient and you acknowledge, I fucked up. I know I did. Let me acknowledge that. Now, what do I need to put in place moving forward? And that's the key. What do I need to put in place? Was I not meditating on a regular basis? Did I slip up? Did I get too comfortable because shit was damn manifesting? I talked about this morning too. It's like, when we comfortable and we in our little groove and, you know, our manifestation game is on point. Everything is popping. Our life getting really busy because the stuff that we've been asking for is just coming into us like that. Money flowing. We slip up. Now we ain't meditating every day because you busy. You had to get up a couple of hours earlier than you normally do. You busy. Be like, oh, I ain't got time to meditate because I'm on the go. I gotta get this done. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it tonight. And then that turned into 2 days later, 3 days later. Now you done slipped up, and the universe got to catch your attention by popping something off that's gonna smack your ass down. Like, oh, did you forget? Did you forget how you got here? Did you forget that you need to be consistent and that you need to be disciplined to what it is that makes this flow and helps you navigate and helps you stay centered? Because this third dimension is very superficial. Please believe it. This third dimension will have you caught up in the wrong things for the wrong reasons. This third dimension will have you in survival mode instead of striving or thriving. And now you're not doing the things that help you, which is operating in spirit. Now you're not listening or taking the time to hear your higher self navigate and guide you through certain dynamics. Be patient with the process. Be patient with the process. Be patient with what you're supposed to be doing. Be patient with how you're navigating this. Be very disciplined. Do not sit here and take this for granted. Create things in your life that is going to help you stay on track. Whether it's in the way that you decorate your home, whether it's in the way that you make a ritual out of how you get up in the morning, how you take your shower, or whatever you do in the morning to get ready for your day, it should be a ritual that is honoring the God or the goddess in you. You should have moments throughout the day that something, whether it's something as simple as this scarab beetle and what this represents, to remind me of who I am and what I'm supposed to be doing. Something throughout the day should keep you in alignment and keep you in check. Before you lay your behind in that bed, you should be taking a spiritual shower or a spiritual bath. You should be going through a ritual or a routine that cleanses the energy off of you for that day, and that helps you set the tone and the mood that is going to restore your body for that night. Be very intentional. Create an environment that reminds you that you are God. Create an environment that reminds you that you are connected to a divine source. Do not take it for granted. All right. All right, I'm off my soapbox today. It's been on my spirit. Like I see a lot, and a lot of people get overwhelmed by this process. And what this process really means. And the only thing I can say is take your time. I always tell you, I've been on this journey for a minute, and I'm still learning. Still learning. I'm still cultivating. I'm still mastering. Okay, I'm still mastering. So understand to be patient. You're not going to get it overnight. It's not going to happen overnight. I guarantee you. You're going to have so many aha moments this year, and you might even, damn, believe a whole nother dynamic next year. Grand Rising, beloved. Some of the stuff that I was so like hell bent on last year, or even the beginning of this year, my mindset is way, way different right now. The more that I walk in this, and the more that I am listening intently and experiencing the things that I have to experience, trust and believe it's showing me some amazing things. And I want y'all to like really embrace it. Don't get overwhelmed. Don't get stressed out. Don't be traumatized because you got the wrong perspective. Have the perspective that I'm going to enjoy this journey. I'm going to enjoy this treasure hunt. Remember how we used to get excited when we was little kids, when you had to do, I don't know if y'all did this, but treasure hunts, or if y'all celebrated Easter when you was little, you had to go and find the little eggs and the little candy and all of this shit. We used to get excited about that stuff. Some of y'all is nasty, so the ones of y'all that was playing hide and go get it, you was excited about the hide and go get it. You have to put your mind in that perspective. Put your mind in a perspective where you are starting to change how you look at the thrill of the hunt. Look at it as that. Look at it as I'm excited to see what I discover about myself. I'm excited to see what I learn today. You should learn something every day. Every day you should be in a mindset, I need to learn one thing today. Whether it's about yourself, whether it's just about something that could help you on your spiritual journey, whatever it is, you should learn. Make it a thrill. Don't get so caught up in the destination, because like I said, it's already here. The destination is already there. You ain't got nowhere to go. But make it a thrill in discovering. All right. I love you guys. I love you. I love you. I love you. I will that y'all have an amazing day on this cold. Somewhat. It's a little dark outside. It's a little dark. But take the time to really do some self-reflection. I think this is an amazing week for us to process our emotions and for us to process our perception and things. BK, you said you excited, but the treasure hunt is tough. It ain't. Change your perspective. It's not hard. Change your perspective. Start using different words. Start using different words. All right. Yes, the real reward is the work in progress. Ashe, everybody. Peace.